Jesus.
According to statistics, Nigeria comes second in paternity fraud behind Jamaica. Out of every 10 tests conducted, 6 comes out negative. So now I want to get the public opinion about paternity fraud. Good afternoon, ma. My name is Precious, and this is Postnet TV. What's your name?
I'm Josephine Chika.
Okay. So now I want to ask you a few questions about paternity fraud. So in a case whereby you get married and maybe would you allow your husband to conduct a paternity test?
Yes, now if I'm sure that is the one that put me, I'm the one I take him through my husband. Why would I allow him to do paternity test? Definitely, the truth don't use to hide. Definitely, you will find out.
You are in a situation whereby maybe you get married to your wife and she gives birth. You were able to father the child, feed the child, train the child. Then after 5 years, 10 years, you discover that this child is not your biological child. What will you do, sir?
I'm not happy. I will ask my wife, well, say, oh, why are you telling me, say, I'm going to get the child, but now, we're changing mind. Understand?
Okay, like the thing go pepper you where you go want like to leave the marriage, or what you go actually do?
I will leave the marriage because I don't trust my wife. That's number one. So it is another way around. Another thing can happen. You see, deny, and it can kill me anytime.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You go want make government implement this law where we say when you don't born, when woman don't born, may then instantly go through that DNA test there and there as the pikin dey fresh like that. You go want make the government do that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, sir. In a case whereby you get married and your wife gives birth, you father the child, you train the child, you feed the child, and maybe after 5 to 10 years you discover that this is actually not your child, what will you do?
If I love them, the both of them, should be able to take care of them.
Like you won't get angry, you just accept the child?
I will get angry for like a while, but I have no choice. I won't chase them away.
Oh my God! Wow!
Okay, so sir, going forward, would you want the government to implement DNA tests? Maybe you give birth instantly, you're going to partake the DNA test. Would you want that?
It's their choice if they will do. It'll be fine. But for me, if before anything I should be able to do a DNA test before anything. I don't know if you understand. Even though the government will put it, well, personally, I would like to do a DNA test so that I will know if the child is mine or is not mine.
Sure. And this is Postnet TV. What's your name?
My name is Patient Jonathan.
Okay. So, ma, I would like your own view. What do you think about paternity test, ma?
Paternity test is good because at times some women, they used to carry another person pregnant to give another person and which is not good. So it's good to do tests before getting married.
Okay, so now what is trending now is paternity fraud. That's DNA. So on this take, what would you advise people out there?
For example, now just like me, a baby that I'm carrying, they say that it's not my husband's child. But by me looking, if you look at my baby, she looked like the dad. But when my husband said, okay, can we go for DNA test? I say yes, because I know it's the one that gave me the pregnancy. So when we went, everything is okay. So it's very good to check. If they say that this baby is not your husband's baby, you will go and you prove yourself to the world that this child, you are the one that owned the baby. Let's go to hospital and do DNA test. It's very free.
Okay, thank you so much, ma. Can you get pregnant for another man and pin it to your husband?
No.
Why no, ma?
Because the child is not his own. So why will I pin it for the other man? If I'm pregnant for somebody else, the person I'm pregnant for will take responsibility of the child and not my husband.
Okay, in a situation whereby you got pregnant out of wedlock, you didn't plan it, it just came and you are married already. So how will you tackle with that kind of situation?
I will take care of my child, and if a man comes to get married to me, I will let the man know that, see, I have a child already before now. If a man says he loves me, he's supposed to love my child too. He can't just say he loves me and he doesn't love my child.
Okay, so would you want the government to implement this law that whereby if you give birth now in the hospital, they conduct a paternity test?
I will not want it so, because there are so many women, due to some reasons best known to them, they might have given birth out of wedlock, or they are trying to do it to maybe save their marriage. Some women do it to save their marriage. So I can't say the government should implement such law.
Women.
I feel like marriage should be based on trust. So if there is trust, you don't have to go and do anything outside your marriage. So except there is no trust and there is no love, then it's only that way you can go outside and do trust. But if you have love for your husband, you don't need to do it. And marriage should be on trust. So if the man catch you, definitely the marriage will scatter. And so I wouldn't want my marriage to scatter.
So would you want the government to implement this law that states that if a woman gives birth at the hospital, they should do a paternity test, like they should run it ASAP? Would you want the government to implement that?
Okay, with the situation on ground right now in Nigeria, it's actually good for the government to implement it, because we find out that a lot of men are training children that does not belong to them. They train children after 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. They will not find out that this child is not theirs because of lack of transparency, lack of trust. And so it's actually good in one aspect that they should conduct that DNA test. And at some point, it's not actually good, because as if you are cheating on your husband, which is in my own part, I would say no. Like, I don't have to do DNA test to prove that my children are my husband's children. So for me, it's 50-50. It's good and it's not good. But it's just based on trust. But since if the government will implement it, fine, it will be okay. So that to save some marriage that will scatter before time. And everybody now, if the woman knows that, if I do this thing, definitely when I give birth, they will check the child DNA. Everybody now comport themselves, and there will be peace in homes.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello Nigerians, we've come to the end of today's episode, and I would like you to drop your own opinion on the comment section. Is it good for a woman to carry somebody else's child for her husband to train, feed and take care of? And then, is it also good for the government to implement the law that says a paternity test must be done immediately after birth? I would like you to share your opinion. Don't forget to like, share and comment on our social media platforms. Thank you.